Well, good morning, guys. This is old school hardtail Kona score. I've been searching the internet because, money's tight with the COVID and work being slow, but you still got to live. So Stacey has shown interest in the biking, and this is what I found her because she's so tiny. So
it looks like a little kid's bike.
So I found her a Kona Lava Dome chromoly race light. Now, look at the geometry of the frame compared to new geometry of today. Very similar. You look at a Banshee or Chromag, any of these other type of bikes, it's all very slanted. The only real difference here is the chainstay lengths and bash guard braze-ons and a lot, the headset tapered and all that stuff. But this bike was adult owned.
Got some Michelins.
And the guy took real good care of it. I mean, this is a 1995 Kona chromoly hardtail with a rigid fork. Look at that.
I like it. Super light.
Well, light for its day. And I was tripping on the brakes. Like, for 1995, look at the brake assembly, still in a 1 and 2 finger squish, and look at the V brakes on it. I mean, they took a lot of time and energy to make those things. And discs are nice. We live in Florida. How much brake do you really need? And I tried to talk her out of those flat bars, and she refused, and it was funny.
Yeah.
We brought this bike home. I didn't pay dirt for it. The guy was real nice, and he just had a set of tires put on it, and that's basically what we paid for the bike. I couldn't be more happy because most of these bikes are in the dumpster by now. This one has one scratch through the sticker right here on the Kona. No big deal. But the bike, I tuned it up yesterday and threw some old flat pedals on it. Move your leg, baby. I threw some old flat pedals on it. For the flat pedals that came on are kind of iffy. Those came off of my oldest son's monocog Redline, and they were just laying around here. And I dug up I've got some Ozonic bars there, but in my toolbox I had these Syncross swept back just a little bit. I'll take that support bar off of there. She's never going to need that.
Whatever, that's for my fanny pack.
Well, you could mount, but I'll put these slightly lifted bars on here today and float those grips off. It's even got grip shift. How long ago has it been since you've seen those things? But they work flawlessly.
Yeah, they work awesome. Speaking of which, my husband we went to the trail yesterday. We didn't film, but it was my first time, and he tried telling me about climbing and lower gear. I was like, oh, whatever, I got this. Well,
she could go back there and beat my ass is what she said she was going to do,
yeah,
which is entirely possible.
Well, needless to say, I didn't make it up the little hill. He was right. I was being hard-headed and stubborn. But once I retried it again using his advice, I went right up the hill. So that would have been very comical if we would have filmed it yesterday.
But I ended up rolling my ankle at work yesterday, but I gutted it out. We rode some trails and didn't film because Stacey was a tad self-conscious about it. But I'm telling you right now, she's a natural, and she's gonna have fun. There was even a log that had fallen since the last time I was there, and I came up to it and I yelled back to her. I said, "You're gonna hit a log, lift your front end over or you're gonna crash." And boy, she stayed right behind me. And
but man,
with
if we
with
would
a
have filmed yesterday, it would have been a very comical video because it was like a 2-year-old learning how to ride without training wheels yesterday. It would have been very comical.
yeah, I'm telling you, we brought this thing home. She had me up till 1:30 in the morning. She's
Just
terrorizing the
ride up and
neighborhood
down.
on her bicycle. She's like, man, this is fun. I haven't had a bicycle since I was a kid.
Yeah, probably 12.
So to see how it fits her, you know, Stacey's 5 foot and a bit.
Yeah.
So
I'm on my tippy toes.
I want her to yank up the seat a little bit and maybe get a better saddle for it, but she likes that comfy saddle that's on there. But she'll learn as she gets more aggressive on the bike, she's gonna get rid of that seat. And that's just gonna happen.
These right now are too narrow. I need to come out here just a little bit. So when he switches the handlebars, hopefully that's gonna give me a little bit more out here, just a tad.
Now the Gary Fisher over there, it came with a short stem and hyperlight answer bars and the bar ends. Now, I still have all that shit, and I showed her the bar ends. I said, I'll put bar ends on it for you, and she didn't like the way they look. So we're gonna swap out those synchros today and see how she likes that. And I got rid of it. It even had the reflectors on it, and I took that off. And of course, I couldn't take that front one off. It's integrated into the front brake support.
Oh,
so
right here, it's holding this part on. So when he went to move this out, it was holding this on. So we had to put this back on because it's connected to this.
So I don't know. I'm gonna let her ride it like that with that rigid fork. And I've never experienced a Michelin mountain bike tire. They feel like
an inner tube. Like
it feels like a real
semi-truck tire inner tube.
Yeah, I mean,
with tread.
Yeah, they're really bizarre feeling. And for a tubed tire, you can run them at a little bit lower pressure, and those are 2.0 tires on a Mavic rim. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't be, for what we paid for that bike, I just couldn't be more happy because it's her size. It's fine. It's hard. You know, if I had a couple of grand to spend.
It was definitely worth the 2-hour drive, that's for sure.
Yeah, I had to go to Ocala to get it, but that's all right. It was like date night. Stacey got some Zaxby's, and
yes, I love Zaxby's, guys.
Everything was good. But my riding's coming better. I'm not as butt hurt as I was, and you know, I realized that I hadn't been pedaling a long time. But in the beginning, I thought my legs have always been very strong, and the lactic acid that was building up in my legs, I'm like, man, am I really that weak? Or does the keto have something to do with my glucose levels? But everything's starting to feel okay. I'm not hurting quite like it is. It's just gonna take a long time to come back, because you know, I'm not a triathlete or anything, but you know, we were used to riding, you know, quite a bit, even like an urban assault thing, and it wasn't uncommon to bust out a 20-mile ride, you know, and just have fun. But this is our day. I'm gonna change out some handlebars and float those grips off of there and see how she likes it, and maybe encourage her to lift that seat up a little bit, extend her legs. But there it is, guys, our mountain bike update. I'm so glad.
I'm joining in the party. I'm joining in on the party.
Right.
Love you guys. Thanks.